So here we are. We've reached day 10 of our wintering series. Let me just tell you that I had no idea I was even going to do this 11 days ago. I was here to kind of share the sacred pause, talk about the sacred pause, stay on focus. But this is what happens when you lean into what's moving you. And this is the moment you choose who you're becoming. Day 10 is all about the becoming. And this is not the end of our wintering journey. It's that real moment of integration. So let's just take a pause for a moment. I'm going to invite you right now to stop. Take a breath. Maybe it'll be the biggest breath you've had all day. And just lean into the feeling of this moment. How do I feel in this moment? Beautiful. And if we've not met yet, which I'm sure we have by now if you've been showing up for the last 10 days, but you may just have found day 10. This may be the one that you find first. So if we've not met yet, I'm Laura, and I'm really done living in a world that asks women to rush their becoming and to walk it alone. I found a Sacred Sister, and the Sanctuary is my answer to that, a movement where women rest, root and rise together and turn awareness into sacred action. Today, in day 10 of wintering, we arrive at the becoming. I need to straighten myself out right now because this is just a bit frustrating and annoying, and I'm going to tuck it under my arm instead. Because it's chilly, right? Like, I'm still wanting to wrap up. I'm still wanting to stay warm. I'm still, what do you put on that makes you feel cozy and good? Can you do more of that this winter? This is my wrap that I was actually ordained in. So it's a really precious piece of clothing to me, piece of accessory. Anyway, becoming is not a big announcement. It's not a dramatic transformation. We are wired to think that change is big. Many of us grew up with soap operas and dramas and chaos, and we think that that's the only way change happens. But becoming is what happens quietly when you decide to live from what you now know. Over these 10 days, I've offered you little snippets of how you could winter differently. You've been invited to slow down, to soften, to release, to remember, to reroute, to listen, and to allow a vision to form. And now winter asks a simple, powerful question. Will you honour this? Will you protect the version of yourself that is emerging? Or will you rush back into old rhythms and forget her? Becoming is a choice to move at a truer pace, to trust your inner voice, to say no where needed, to choose support over isolation, and to live in alignment rather than survival. This is why women were never meant to do this alone. Because becoming, it's just easier when it's witnessed, when you're held, when those things are reflected back at you. I'm going to talk to you today about, the sacred pause. And I know I keep banging on about the sacred pause every day. And I'm not banging on about it because, let me tell you, you're not all going, yeah, I'm going to do this, right? I can feel the energy that needs to shift. It's a collective energy that says, okay, I'm going to lean into this now. And actually, I'm going to have some support to do it. I've got this. I can winter alone. I can do it. You can. But this is where we as women get stuck. We become the lone wolf. We become the uber independent. I've got this. I don't need anything. I'm all good, thanks. If you're looking back at last year and thinking, God, what a shitstorm that was, it was meant to be a shitstorm. It was meant to be the shedding of all of the things that you don't want to bring with you. It was the year of the snake. We're completing that 9 year and we're moving into the 1 year. But 1 years aren't awesome. They're not yay. 1 years are sticky. You think about it, new beginnings. And yeah, we're in the year of the fire horse, so we're gonna like run through and this is all gonna happen. But if you're not ready for it and you haven't got yourself prepared, it's just gonna take you on a whirlwind journey that you're probably not ready for. So here's another reason why the sacred pause is important, and it exists however you choose to do it, whether it's with me or by yourself or in your own container. You know, even if you decide to do it in your own container, the videos, the information, the things that I'll share with you every week, and also the companion guide all by itself, along with the releasing meditation and the visioning process, those two things alone will really help to hold you. You don't have to do it in community. You can do it by yourself. Just do it. That's the important bit. And it exists not as another thing for you to do. It's not like just do it because you've got more work to do. It's a container that really walks you through this threshold consciously, a place to stay with your becoming as the year turns. So here are some prompts that I hope will help you in the becoming. So sit with these gently. Number 1, who am I becoming as I step into the next season? If all the old stories and patterns move away, right? Like, who am I becoming? Now that might seem crazy, right? It's like, I have a choice. Like, I'm just me and this is how I show up. But the more you do those pieces of work that kind of bring you back into your soul and your soul's path and the alignment there, who you're supposed to be and who you came here to be, the more possible it is to become all of you. Especially if you're a woman in menopause or you're going through transitions. Choose it. Who am I becoming as I step into this next season? Number 2, what truth from this wintering journey feels non-negotiable? So if you haven't watched all 10 days and you've just landed on this one, go back. They're only like 4, 5, 6 minutes each. So within an hour, you could have watched them all. What truth is coming? What truth from leaning into this idea of wintering feels non-negotiable? Number 3, what old story, pattern or pace am I complete with? What are those old stories that you're telling yourself? Mine is constantly, there's never enough money. I tell myself that all the time, and it's like, of course there is. There is more money in this world right now than there has ever been. So if you haven't claimed your part of that, why? Why? We're going to do some powerful visions and manifestations around this. Really seeing money as energy so that we can increase our vibration and be grateful for the money rather than pushing it away. Number 4, what support will help me honor who I am becoming? What do you need? What do you need? Maybe you need to be really clear with a partner, with your family. I used to go out dancing on a Friday night. I was a single mum for 9 years. When I say single mum, their dad had passed away, so I didn't have any support. My mum and dad were great, but they weren't local, and so I didn't really have anyone. But my son got to a stage where he could be at home by himself. He was early teens, and my daughter, you know, he could babysit her, and that was fine. And we had great neighbours and great support around in terms of, you know, if I was going out, they would always know they could knock the neighbour's door. But Friday night was sacrosanct. 7 o'clock, I left the house to go and dance. I needed to ask for support. I needed them to be around. I needed them to be available. But I knew that unless I went and danced on a Friday night and got out of the stuff, you know, when I talk about dance, I'm talking about ecstatic dance, conscious dance. I'm not talking about going and getting off my tits for the night. Contrary to popular belief, I'm this really weird hippie who's never taken drugs, doesn't drink, and doesn't smoke weed. I just have dreadlocks. Anyway, everything I do is from a conscious place. My vibe is high from that conscious place. So why am I sharing this with you? Because even my son got to a place where when my daughter was like, I don't want you to go, because she had some really big hang-ups, abandonment stuff, of course. Her dad had left and then he died, so that was big, and she'd gone to nursery from a young age. Anyway, I digress. My ADHD brain tells you a little bit more about my story. But he got to the stage where he was like, you just need to let mummy go, because actually she's going to be a much better mummy when she comes back. And he knew that I needed that space to express myself, to get free of the week that had just been. And I would then roll into the weekend with my kids, like in this really beautiful space, because I had given myself the support that I needed. I'd honoured who I was. My old story though, my old patterning was, I can't go out, I've got no support, I need to do this by myself, no one's here for the kids, Old story, old pattern. Many mums, there were many single mums that had to get childcare to be able to go out on that night and come together. But we knew the power of doing that on that Friday night would give us the oomph that we needed through the weekend and beyond, till the following Friday when we'd all gather together again and dance it out. So what support will help you to honour who you're becoming and what you need? Can you be brave enough to ask for it? To say, for me to show up with you every morning for the last 10 days, my husband, bless him, has taken on the role of feeding the dogs, making sure they're okay, getting the dogs sorted out, putting the washing on while he's down there, because that's usually my routine. I feed the dogs, do the washing, I sort the, I make the smoothies, and he's taken that on so that I can be here to show up with you. But that wouldn't have happened if I hadn't said, hey, look, I really need your support right now. Can you do this for me? And he, of course, said yes. If he didn't have capacity, he would have said no, and I'd have done it a different way. But he said yes. And actually, he's feeling good, because it's also stirred up his mornings and given him more purpose to get up and get on with things in the morning. And he goes out of the house already feeling like he's achieved something in his day. So I digressed, but I hope my digression kind of brings you to something more, because especially as women, we are great at putting everyone else first. So this is not the end, it's the beginning. Thank you for sharing these 10 days with me if you've been here and you've connected with them. And, please pop some comments into the posts. It's really great to see how you're feeling, like maybe connecting with some of the journal prompts, and share some of your stirrings, because this is how we come back to community. Like I said, but to begin with, Sacred Sister exists because we don't need to do this alone. But the only way we don't do it alone is to begin to know that our voice is valid, and everything you have to say is worthy of a space to say it in. So here's 3 ways that you can connect with me right now. 1, drop me a comment here and let's connect. 2, come and join us in the sanctuary. There's only a handful of founding member spaces left, and the sanctuary is a place where we meet regularly. You have an opportunity to be in circle and ritual with each other up to 4 times a month. I do a weekly post, a weekly theme that kind of really anchors you in, like what's moving you in this week. We do there's regular courses in there, the sacred pauses in there for free. And everything I do from next year on will be inside the sanctuary. So if you want to do any of the work that I do, you want to connect with it, the sanctuary is the place to be. And right now, it's flipping crazy. I was sharing this with a group last night and they were like, what? It's just £333 for life, forever. You never need to pay for anything that I do again if you are in there. It's an amazing space to be. And as part of the founding members group, you also are inside a WhatsApp group, which is really active and beautiful. When I say active, I don't mean overwhelming, I mean active and beautiful. It's a space where these women have given each other such deep support already in the last few months that they've been there together. You get to really know and anchor into that. And that's held within our sacred agreement. So there's never a time, if you don't know what that is, go find it on our website. It's just you should just be there. If I resonate with you, if the space resonates with you, if what we've created in the last 10 days resonates with you, that's where you should be. And the last way to work with me right now is in the sacred pause. And if the sanctuary isn't your kind of bag, just come and do the Sacred Pause with us. It's 44 quid. You can come and do the next 7 weeks with me. That's the cheapest way you can work with me and be a part of what I do. And I changed the price of it, like it was meant to be £88. It's worth so much more. It's been more than that in the past. But I know that women are struggling. I know that we are struggling to say yes to ourselves. I know that we're in this kind of crisis that we all see. Again, I'm going to say it, there's more money in this world than has ever been. Why is it not available to us? Because we're stuck in this old story and this old pattern. And the way that we change all of those old stories and patterns is to be together, to know that you don't have to do it all by yourself, to share your issues and your problems so that you can offload them. There's that old saying, a problem shared is a problem halved. It's only halved if you share it with the right people, right? Otherwise it can become a real drama and a real nightmare. So share it in a space that holds you. So if any of those things resonate with you, you know what to do. You can find the link. Go and have a little look. Over 2,000 people have landed on the Sacred Pause landing page, and only 20 people have said yes. Why? Why is that? It tells me that you're keen to look, but something is holding you back. Get really clear and question yourself. What is holding me back right now from doing something for me? You don't have to keep up with it. It's not another chore. You may kind of find that you just have the companion sitting there on your desk and you don't even look at it for months, and that's okay. This is about how you choose you moving forward. Anyway, I've waffled long enough. I'm going to catch you all very soon. Hopefully I'll see you inside the Sacred Pause. Lots of love. Bye for now. Laura out.